Hello, Facebook family and friends. Teresa's Do One Great Thing page. Welcome. Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
We did not plan the pink, but it worked out really well, don't you think?
I'm going to say that right up front. We had no intention to be dressing alike, but, you know.
It's finally short sleeve weather, and I guess we grabbed the first one at the top of the bin. I don't know, that's what I did.
Yeah, exactly. So welcome, everybody. And tonight we're going to be talking about cooking with Shaklee. Yeah, Shaklee. We're going to be talking about cooking with Shaklee.
Love it.
So before we get started, we're letting some people join us. I know some people are dropping in. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome.
Denise, how long have you been in Shaklee now?
You know, I was trying to figure that out earlier. I think it's almost 30 years that I have been using the Shaklee products. I haven't been cooking with them that long. That was introduced to me, you know, over the years, which I think is super fun. So, I don't know, all the time I feel like I'm learning new things with the products. I just learned a popsicle recipe the other day. So, I love that people play with the recipes and the products and make all kinds of fun things. So, tonight we're going to be sharing some edible cookie dough recipe, which, you know, people love to eat cookie dough.
Absolutely. I've been in Shaklee now for 21 years using the products. I left corporate about 12 years ago to do Shaklee full-time, which I absolutely love.
Nice.
And I've got to say, hands down, over all the years that we've been talking Shaklee, in the Shaklee field and with Shaklee customers, this is absolutely, hands down, the most popular recipe that is out there.
That is true.
People love cookie dough. They love protein bites. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So,
Fun.
Yay.
Fun.
Thanks for joining us. So let's talk about why, or well, first let's talk about how you use the protein bites. Do you take them with you on the road?
Sure. So what I love about cooking with or mixing, I guess we're not going to be cooking. So what's really nice about this recipe is there's no cooking involved. We're just going to mix and eat, and that really is
No bake.
And that's what I love about this recipe. It's super simple. You almost always have all the ingredients on hand, especially if you have the Shaklee powder. And I make them, I started off by making them for after school snacks. Now my kids are from 19 to 26, but they still love them. And I was telling Teresa earlier, it doesn't matter if I make them for a birthday party, if grandma or grandpa are coming over, if, you know, my husband's coming home from work.
Right.
Every single person loves these, and they ask these, Aunt Denise, are you going to be making those? You know, so, or Mom, you know, tonight when they saw the ingredients on the counter, are you making protein fudge? We call it a bunch of different names, but cookie dough is probably the favorite, and not only that, but it's super simple. The recipe is great.
Well, and you can take it with you so you can freeze them.
Yes.
They
travel well. Yes. Very good idea.
So I like to have them with me. And sometimes if you don't want to have one of the Shaklee snack bars, this is a great way to, get some protein in you and have a nice alternative to some of those or other alternatives that you'll be eating that we don't want to know about, some of those unhealthy foods. So this is a great way to get protein in. And if
it doesn't even taste like it's a good for you thing,
no.
Which is really impressive because all the ingredients are super healthy and natural, so I don't know why I'm surprised that they taste so good, but I don't know, everybody seems to love them.
They do. So let's talk about a couple reasons before we get started to add protein.
Okay.
So if you're somebody that's noticed that you're getting tired often, maybe you've got that 3 o'clock slump, protein maybe can help you with that. If you're somebody who is going through the change of life, a woman, so you're having PMS, hot flashes, protein can help with that.
Absolutely.
Weight loss? Anything else that I'm missing?
Well, I just know that, we need protein every single day in our diet, and I think we need, depending on who you're listening to, you need between 60 and 80 grams of protein a day, and a chicken breast maybe has like 14. So when you think about getting protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it can be difficult to get that in every single day. So why not in a fun snack that you can just kind of pop and enjoy?
Oh, absolutely. And did I mention already blood sugar? Did I talk about that?
You did not. I don't
Okay. So, well, I said if you get tired. So a lot of times that is the blood sugar is dropping. And hi, David. Thanks for joining us. And so this will even out your blood sugars. I noticed probably about 3 to 4 hours of energy a day from the protein. So normally it comes in the Life Shake or the energizing protein. And so you would do it as a smoothie. But like we said, tonight we're going to talk about another way to use it. But that can help with evening out blood sugars, just make you feel terrific. I used to come home when I was in a corporate job 12 years ago, and I would be exhausted laying on the couch, so the protein made a huge difference for me.
Yeah, if for some reason I don't have the Shaklee protein, I definitely feel it by the end of the day. I think, what is wrong with me? And then I didn't have Shaklee protein.
It's true.
It really does make a difference.
So let's mention before we get started too, and this great recipe, some reasons why we're different with our protein.
Sure.
So first thing
There's a
out.
lot of proteins on the market, right?
Oh yeah.
You can go to the grocery store or the drugstore or wherever and find some protein. So why would you choose Shaklee's? That's a lot of the conversation that I have with my customers. So.
Right, and so right on the back of the can, which I love, so
Mhm.
later if you have this can at home, you can always check it out, but just as a great reminder, we're not using any GMOs, genetically modified products, ingredients. It's low glycemic, like I mentioned, so it helps to even out the blood sugars. Throw
Awesome.
some other things out.
So it's cold water washed, which is important because when you're washing the soybeans, right? So if you're washing your vegetables, just like you do at home, you don't want to use hot water or you don't want to use alcohol, which is what a lot of companies use on their protein sources because it's cheap, it's inexpensive. Shaklee only uses a cold water wash,
I love
and the whole process is done over and above what you would call organic. So organic just means the way something is grown. Shaklee goes over and above in every single stage of the process. So there's absolutely no chemicals and no damage to the ingredients as our products are being made.
So no artificial sweeteners, no preservatives. I think we've hit just about lactose free. It's kosher. So this is a raw protein. It's incredible.
Our new Life product is also vegan. So if you have somebody in your family who's vegan, you can certainly make these for them as well.
Thumbs up. Thanks
Yes.
for that. Woohoo.
Lots of
Yes, we like that. Okay, so let's actually break down how to make it.
We're gonna have some fun tonight. We wore our pink shirts because that's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it was not planned, but hey, we're gonna run with it.
So we're actually going to make up a batch of these, which I said my family's going to be so excited they'll be bringing these home because when they saw me leave the house with all the ingredients, they're like, "What is Mom doing?" Because usually she makes those and we eat them.
They've already put in a request.
They have, yeah. They want a whole
Which
plate.
I'm going to be the mixer. So
So I always like to start with the dry ingredients first. It just makes the mixing go a little bit easier. But really, it's 5 ingredients, so you can't get much more simple than that. So it's going to be super quick, but we're going to have a lot of fun. So typically, I like to call this the 1 cup deal. So everything's a cup. So you're going to do a cup of the Shaklee protein. Tonight, I'm using the vanilla energizing soy protein.
Now, you can also use, I know quite a few of you have the Life Shake, so you can also use that protein.
Which is nice because, so the vanilla, when you're making this, definitely tastes like cookie dough. If I use the chocolate, it just has a little bit more of a chocolate flavor. We could call that chocolate cookie dough, I guess.
Right,
Yeah.
chocolate cookie dough.
Yeah. So then it's also 1 cup of peanut butter. So this is always fun to get out of the jar, but I have this fun little gadget. So here's a shout out to my Pampered Chef people because this little gadget is awesome for getting peanut butter out.
Ooh, look at that. You caught it right away.
Yeah, out into the right amount.
Now, you could also use almond butter with this.
Yes.
If you're somebody who can't have peanut butter, you could
call.
also use cashew butter that's out there. Some people have also used sunflower butter.
Yes, right. For people who can't have any nut butters at all, that sunflower butter, I have used that, and it's definitely it definitely mixes just the same, and it's perfect. So you can also use crunchy or smooth. Tonight I'm using crunchy, so literally just
it's going to be really crunchy. Now,
dump that in.
That is awesome. I love that tool. I don't have that. That is incredible.
Yeah. Shout out to those.
Now,
Pampered
the
Chef
other
folks.
thing that I want to mention, which really makes this taste delish, is that you're buying an organic peanut butter. So there's several that are out there. You can check Trader Joe's, go to Whole Foods. Most of the grocery stores today have organic with the oil on top type of peanut butter.
That's a good call. Some of it is actually smooth and blended in.
Can I mix this?
Absolutely, sure. So some of the peanut butters are blended in the oil, so not all of them are
True,
is
that's
the oil
good
separated.
Point.
So
you're right. There's been some new ones that have come out.
Yeah, they're kind of already smooth. So to make it extra delicious, we're going to add in a half a cup or a cup rather.
Watch me stir.
A cup of chocolate chips. And what I love about this recipe is it's super versatile. So instead of chocolate chips, if you want to make it super healthy, you could do raisins. And you could also do coconut. You could do additional seeds. You could add in a variety of maybe granolas, whatever you like.
Right.
guess
Sorry,
that
wrong
doesn't-
lid there.
yeah.
But tonight we're talking about just the cookie dough, so we're not
Yes.
adding all of those pieces in, but
No.
you definitely could.
Yeah, well, that's the versatility of it, right? And so the other thing I was going to say is
We forgot we got to get that honey in there.
Yes. So I do a mix of maple syrup and honey. So I love the flavor of the maple syrup in.
Okay. I
And-
do straight honey.
Yeah. So some people will do all honey. Some people will do all maple syrup. And I just like to do a mix. I think that it has a really yummy flavor. It just mixes really, really
And
well.
how much are you mixing there?
So, you know what? 1 cup mix is too much. It's too sweet and it's too loose.
Okay.
So I do just about 3/4 cup. So a mix of the maple syrup and the honey together to give
And
yourself.
I'm going to let you stir that up as you get that in there. 'Cause I've got,
You're afraid you're gonna make a mess.
yeah, I've got that little concoction there going a little dry there. So I'll
Well,
let
now
you.
that we added in the honey and the maple syrup,
Yeah,
it'll
there we
mix
go.
in. And really, this is it. So you just added the ingredients. So it's 1 cup Shaklee protein powder, 1 cup peanut butter, 1 cup of chocolate chips, and 1 cup mix, or just under 1 cup actually, about 3/4 cup mix of maple syrup and honey. And this is the fun part. This is where you're going to get some muscles. You're going to mix this in because the peanut butter sometimes is a little bit chunky. Or now that it's warmed up, sometimes the peanut butter is a little bit thin. So, you know, you can play with this recipe. If you feel like it's a little bit thin, you can add some more peanut butter, some more
I love
protein
it.
powder.
Show everybody what it looks like in
Yeah.
case they go, oh yeah.
Literally, this is the best cookie dough on the planet. It's super healthy, has no eggs in it, right? So you can just dip in and eat. And this is another one of my little favorite gadgets from Pampered Chef. So shout out to the Pampered Chef people. And literally, you just take this little scooper. It's kind of like a small ice cream scooper. And you just make them into little...
Yeah, let's
bites.
whip up a few.
So you can put these, as Teresa mentioned, in the freezer. They're a little bit thin right now because it is kind of warm out, and the peanut butter was a little bit warm. But they go right from bowl to plate.
They are so tasty, and so then you have these. They're already whipped up. Now I like to serve them cold, so just put them in the refrigerator for how long?
Well, it depends. I actually froze them. I think you said that earlier. Froze them and then throw them in a Tupperware container and take them on the road or on the go, and they just travel really well. They'll stay.
I wish you could smell them. They're delish.
And then some other fun things to do if you want to add a little bit of spice. If you want some cinnamon or some nutmeg, you can play with that a little bit. You can also roll the cookie dough in maybe some cocoa powder or
Okay.
some coconut if you want, if you like. Believe it or not, the coconut, the peanut butter, and the chocolate and the protein together is amazing. So
Oh, I bet.
this is just a really fun, super simple, as you can tell. I mean, we whipped it up in no time, and literally most people have these ingredients. So if you don't have the Shaklee protein on hand, make sure you have it, if not for smoothies, but for these really yummy snacks. And then I was just going to share one other recipe. I kind of, from using the Shaklee products for a long time, and you see maybe other recipes from other companies, and you can use the Shaklee products. This is one that I made. It's 3/4 cup of the Shaklee Vanilla Life Mix and a 1/2 cup of shredded coconut, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and they make these delicious lemon drops. So again, 4 ingredients, you mix them up, and you're good to go. So if you're interested in those recipes, I know Teresa will be posting those later on the feed.
I'll post those in the group and on the feed so you can actually have those. Definitely ask us if you have any questions, but this is just a really great, quick way to make a healthy snack to take with you. And, if it's, you can change some of the amounts. So, like, I put a little less honey in there. You can feel free to do that. And the reason I do is because I don't eat one. I probably eat about 20 of these. So that's part of the problem.
It
You
is
can't
hard to
stop.
eat just one, yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's all we were going to show you tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'll post this later so you guys can view it. Feel free to connect with us if you have any questions. And we will be talking about different ways to cook with Shaklee over the next few months. So definitely join us. But thanks, everybody.
Good
See
night.
you guys soon. Bye now.
Bye-bye.